I do not want to know where I would be without my community group. They are the people who have been with me through the thick of it. It's so hard to articulate the magnitude of what community has meant to me. I think in a lot of sermons they talk about, Jesus loves you no matter what you do, but my community group has truly been the picture of that. They're the ones who have surrounded me, who have really shown me what that means, and I think Jesus has used each of them to pursue me. I've had people ready to help out at my house at 2 o'clock in the morning, building a wall over where someone had broken in. People taking their days off to go and get me a new tire from 3 different tire shops so that I would be ready to go to a job interview the next day. They just really have done those practical things, but aside from that, spiritually, they have pointed out sin in my life in a really unhealthy relationship that was not God-honoring, and they refused to let me stay there. They pursued me. They really pushed me. They challenged me. They prayed with me. They told me what Jesus thought of me, what Jesus wanted for me, what Jesus wanted from me. When you're going through a sin struggle, you want to deal with it on your own, and a lot of that is due to the shame factor. But once they called me out on this, it was a constant pursuit. Every single day I got text messages, phone calls, Jess, how are you doing with this? Every time we met together for group, they were constantly asking, how are you doing with this? Very specific questions, very specific follow-up. In isolation, sin festers and it grows, and you go to these really dark places, and you get paranoid, and you get depressed, and you feel hopeless. But people constantly pursuing you in those groups totally shatters that. It took a long time to be able to trust each other, to know that what they said was true, that they truly cared for you, that they wanted what was best for you and in your best interest. And that's just a process that has to happen, and it does take time to build those relationships, but I think that it's extremely vital for followers to have. To have a group that you know is not going to abandon you no matter what, like they're in this with you for life. You have got to take the jump. You have to have community. If you want a true and deep relationship with Jesus, you have got to have people surrounding you, holding you accountable, pushing you more towards Jesus, someone that you can count on and rely on, because we can't push ourselves as hard as other people would push us. And I think that's the way that we grow. You have to have people surrounding you.